Corinthians chapter 12. I can't live without you. I can't breathe without you. I can't move without you. I can't make it on my own. Is there anybody? Proclamation today, you've come to the realization I can't make it without him. I can't make it without him. No matter what I have, I cannot make it without him. I cannot make it without him. I cannot make it without him. Everything in my life, I need him. In my family, I need him. In my marriage, I need him. When I go to school, I need him. When I go to work, I need him. When I have to deal with my family and I have to deal with my kids, I have to deal with my siblings and deal with anything else, I need him. I need him. 1 Corinthians chapter 12. Verse 12. Oh. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, the Bible says, just as a body, though one, has many parts, but all its many parts form one body, so it is with Christ. For we were all baptized by one Spirit so as to form one body, whether Jews or Gentiles, slave or free. And we were all given the one Spirit to drink. Even so, the body is not made up of one part, but of many. Now, if the foot should say, because I am not a hand, I do not belong to the body, it would not for that reason stop being part of the body. And if the ear should say, because I am not an eye, I do not belong to the body, it would not for that reason stop being part of the body. If the whole body were an eye, where would the sense of hearing be? If the whole body were an ear, where would the sense of smell be? But in fact, God has placed the parts in the body, every one of them, just as he wanted them to be. If they were all one part, where would the body be? As it is, there are many parts, but one body. The eye cannot say to the hand, I don't need you. And the head cannot say to the feet, I don't need you. On the contrary, those parts of the body that seem to be weaker are indispensable. And the parts that we think are less honorable, we treat with special honor. Somebody say special honor. And the parts that are unpresentable, my God, are treated with special modesty. I gotta say that. And the parts that are unpresentable, you know, the parts that people are a little ashamed of, the parts of our life that we we try to hide, we try to make sure nobody finds out about. We mask, we put makeup over, we put fake smiles on. Bible says, and the parts that are unpresentable are treated with special modesty, while our presentable parts need no special treatment. But God has put the body together, giving greater honor to the parts that lacked it. Can I got two more verses to read, but can I just say right there, giving greater honor to the parts that lacked it. If you're in this room and you ever felt less than, if you're in this room or you might even be battling right now with a self-significance or self-awareness or self-confidence, God has stopped by to give me this word to say to you. If I don't say anything else, he's giving you greater honor. If no one has ever honored you, God said, I'm going to give you greater honor. If you felt like nobody has, that somebody's not respecting you, God said, I'm about to give you greater honor. He said, greater honor to the parts that lack. Anything you lack, God said, I'm not just going to give you that. I'm going to give you greater than that. Any place where you feel is falling, God said, I'm not just going to give you that. I'm going to give you greater than that. Somebody shout greater. Greater. Somebody shout greater. So that there should be no division in the body, but that its parts should have equal concern. Look at somebody and say, I'm concerned about you. And not a bad thing. I'm just concerned about you. I mean, I care about you. I'm thinking about you. I'm praying for you. I may have just met you, but I'm concerned. And the last verse, if one part suffers, every part suffers with it. If one part is honored, every part rejoices with it. If one part suffers, if one part goes through, every part suffers, every part is going through. If one part is honored, though, one part is honored, every part rejoices with it. Yeah. Anybody, this is my show of hands. Anybody got some good news this week? Good news, you got a report. Raise your hand if you do. You got some good news. You got some good news. Something happened. I mean, really, you got some good news. You got a phone call that was some good news. You got a text message, some good news. You got something in the mail that was some good news. Well, yeah, raise your hand. Raise your hand. All right, do me a favor. Can you share that good news with somebody next to you? Tell them what it was. Tell them what it was. And if they heard the Bible, they're gonna get happy for you. Tell them what happened. Tell them what happened. Tell them what happened. Tell them what the good news is. And let me tell you, if they don't get excited, you might want to change your seat. They might want to change your seat. Tell somebody else. Go tell somebody. You got some good news. Somebody needs to hear some good news. Walk out your seat. Tell somebody some good news. Get out your seat. Everybody that got good news, go tell about 3 people. Go tell about 3 people. Walk out your seat. Tell some, because somebody needs to hear some good news. Somebody needs to go tell them. Tell somebody. Tell somebody. You got good news. Go tell somebody. Tell somebody. Tell somebody. Go tell somebody the good news. Tell them the good news. Tell them the good news. Tell the good news. Tell the good news. Hey, I got some good news. Oh, yeah, I got some good news. My degree came in the mail. Yeah. I stopped from school for 20 years. Thought I was going to never go back to school. Man, I got my degree. I paid a lot of money, but I got a piece of paper that said I did something. I did something they said I could not do. I thought I couldn't do it, but somebody ought to rejoice because there's a lot of good things happening. The Bible says if one part is honored, every part rejoices with it. Isn't it good to hear some good news? Isn't it good? We got enough bad news. It is good to hear some good news. And for somebody to say, well, I ain't getting no good news this week. Can you tell you this? Can I tell you, you say, I ain't got no good news last week. I'm just crazy enough to prophesy in your life. There's some good news coming to you this week. There's some good news coming. It's your turn this week. Tell somebody it's my turn this week. It's my turn this week. I don't know where it's going to come from. I don't know what's going to be in the mail. I don't know what's going to be a text. I don't know what's going to be a phone call. If anybody believe God for some good news, clap your hands and give him glory all over the house like you believe him. There's some good news coming. This is how, as you take your seats, this is how we do it as a family. We celebrate, we care, and we concern. I'm excited about your good news. I'm excited about your good news, man. I'm excited. I'm excited because if God is, good Lord, I heard Bishop Walker say it like this: if God we're doing something good for you, he may not be doing it for me right now, but at least he's in my neighborhood. He's in my good God Almighty. He's in my neighborhood. So if there's anybody around you that got some good things happening in life, you want to stay connected to them, stay close. Because that means if God blesses somebody around you, then it's only a matter of time before he finds you. Because there's no way he's going to come and not bless the whole house. Not bless the whole house. Tell somebody he's in the neighborhood. He's in the neighborhood. He's in the neighborhood. Hey, God, look. He's in the neighborhood. Good news, good news, good news. Hey, hallelujah. Well, God, if one part is honored, every part rejoices with it. Somebody shout, this is how we do it. This series is one that I am just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs to talk and to preach it through because as I begin to look and I begin to pray and I begin to talk to God about us as a church, as a ministry, and the thing that this has been just resonating in my spirit and I'm talking about in this series is the fact of the power of and the preciousness, if you will, of church family. Somebody shout church family. I did a survey at the beginning of the church. I did a survey at the beginning of the service today, and I said if anybody has ever had, so maybe some of you weren't here at the beginning of the service, that's cool, we're going to do a survey again. If you've ever had an issue with a church or the church as a whole, raise your hand. Any issue, how they do things, what they did, who did it, ever had an issue. I believe today, in the next 15, 20 minutes, God's going to speak to you and help you with that issue right there. Somebody say, God help me, Lord help me. I want to start out there's a book and a great writer. He says that he did some research. He does great research, and he says that on the Bonner Group that based on research of 557 churches, 9 out of 10 churches in America are declining or growing at a pace that is slower than that of their communities. Simply stated, churches are losing ground in our own backyard. Churches are losing ground in our own backyard. Pastor, why do you share that statistic? I share that statistic because we've got to be mindful of what and the work that is before us. And so I'm going to go ahead and jump right in with both feet and hit everybody right between the eyes. One of the biggest complaints about people about church and one of the biggest issues is they say stuff like this. Here it is right here. Ready for it? Here it is. We don't like hypocrites. That's issue number one, culprit number one, church is for. But it's amazing how people will be quick to say that church has hypocrites and they're hypocritical, but they fail to see their own hypocrisies. It is amazing how they fail to see their weakness, but yet it is easy to say that this is happening or this happened or they not doing this, they not doing that. And the reality of it is, and I hope I got at least 3 people in the room that will. I know what I think I got 4 people in the room that will testify. Say all of us got stuff that we deal with. All of us got stuff. Ain't nobody perfect. All of us got something. And if it was a matter of being perfect, of being in church, this church would be empty from the front. There would be absolutely nobody here. The reason that church is church and the reason that church is powerful is because there are a bunch of imperfect people that come to worship a perfect God and hear a perfect word that says, God, I know I'm not perfect, but Lord, you serve me. You love me perfectly. The church is a church room, a sanctuary is full of people who have problems, who have issues, who have circumstances, who situations. There's some people here who got attitude problems. There's some people here who got anger management problems. There's some people here who got addiction problems. There's some people here who don't never pray. There's some people here who don't know how to worship on their own. There's some people here who just have an issue with. There's some people say, I'm just going to church because I'm going to go. There's some people here who got invited. There's some people that say, I'm just going to show up. At the end of the day, everybody's here, but everybody understands, and I pray we do that. Everybody's here, and we all need God. We all need God. I don't care where you come from. I don't care how many degrees you got. I don't care where you live. I don't care how much money you got. Tell somebody we all need God. We all need God. Don't care if you're married, single, divorced, widow. We all need God. Male, woman, we all need God. Black, white, Asian, don't matter. We all need God. And at the end of the day, I realize that I am part of a body, that this body is all working together if I understand that I need the body. Somebody say, I need the body. I need the body. I need the body. And so today, I want to talk in this series. I'm talking about the fact that we must not miss out on the power of church family. Somebody say church family. Church family. I'm almost done preaching already. Church family is powerful. And so over here at Rock City Church, we got family up in here. We family up here. And there are people in the room who don't know other people in the room. And that's cool because sometimes we go to family reunions and we don't know other people at the family reunion. But sometimes there are some people that we know. There's some people that we understand. And so I've come to orchestrate and play the crossing guard today, that I've got to give some direction to how it is we become a better church family. And the reality of it is that when we become a better church family and a powerful church family, we'll see some amazing things happen, because anybody got a strong family? Just go and raise your hand. Anybody got a strong family? Okay, anybody got a crazy family? Anybody got some family you can't stand? We all got them. Anybody got some family you just don't choose to hang out with? You know what? That's how family do. But at the end of the day, check it out. We still family. We still family. Somebody gonna claim it. You ever got that? Maybe it's just me. I got that one cousin, Sister Carrie, that claims me that I wish she wouldn't. There's sometimes because there's so much craziness going on, everything, and she always works with, hey, that's my cousin over there. Good Lord Almighty, why you got to tell them that? Can't you just say I'm somebody you know? Can't you just say I'm somebody you grew up with? Because you just a mess. But the reality of it is, that's still my cousin. That's still. We had Thanksgiving dinner together. We played hide and go seek. We played tag. We played video game. We played Atari 2600. Don't y'all know nothing about Atari 2600? Matter of fact, ColecoVision. Anybody know about ColecoVision? Y'all playing with me. Some of y'all, all y'all know is PlayStation 3 and 4. But I'm telling you, you ain't played no good game until you played the game that ain't got good graphics. All you got is Pac-Man. And it's not 3D. I'm talking about just a box. It's a box that go like that. It ain't nothing for you. Know you play a good video game when the joystick only got one button. See, if you ain't never played a video game, I'm talking Atari, all you had one button. It was orange. You had one orange button. Everything you did is shot, is spin, it turn. One button. You ain't have to think about it. One button and one stick. That was it. If you couldn't have that, baby, you got to go apply something else to play. I love playing every game. Hey, you got to find out what that button did at every game, because that button changed the assignment every time with that one orange button. And we grew up understanding. So we are. And family come over and we play Atari. And, we play Space Invaders, Dig Dug, Centipede, Donkey Kong, Mario Brothers. See, I ain't say Super Mario Bros. I'm trying to find some real old school. I'm talking about Mario Brothers when you just went up and down and Donkey Kong was at the top. Yeah, I'm talking about, yeah, matter of fact, I want, we had Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man, Junior Baby Pac, they even had a Pac-Man cartoon. Anybody remember the Pac-Man cartoon? Yeah, you're showing your age back there, man. And the reality of it is, but we had family that came together and said, we're going to celebrate and we're going to play together. At the end of the day, we still and always are our family. And so my job, my assignment today in these next few moments is talk about what that means, because here it is. I'm going to give you a couple points, and then we're going to be out of here. Number one, we are all necessary. Look at somebody and say, you're necessary. We're all necessary. We're all necessary parts of the whole. Here in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, it talks about the eye and the ear, saying, I don't need you. We're all necessary parts of the whole. We're necessary parts of the whole. This church, every church, there are people that make up the whole. And so here at Rock City Church, look around the room. Everybody that's here is part of the whole. You're necessary. You're needed. There's a gift that you have. There's a part in you that's necessary to make what it is, or make what Rock City is what it should be. And I want to present to somebody, I'm going to say this just like this. There are some things that are missing out of Rock City Church because you ain't done it yet. There are some things that are missing out of Rock City Church because you look at it, see it missing, know you know how to do it, and you're not doing it. And I just want to ask a question. Why? I just want to ask, what's up with that? I mean, how you know? You see it missing. And you got all these great ideas about how to fix it, but don't do them. Family comes together to make, okay, anybody ever went over a family member house and we supposed to have some food, and I don't know about anybody else, if you tell me dinner start at 5 and I get there at 5, I'm thinking we eating. You told me dinner start, oh, you meant you going to start cooking at 5. That's what you should have said. I showed up at 7. But the thing about me is I'm showing up at 5. We weren't cooking until now. Family start pitching in. What you need me to do? You need me to set the table? Okay, let me set the table. Hey, Junebug, go over there and get the ice. Go there and get there. Hey, I need you to run to the store. I need you to run to the store because, they ain't never got everything they need. They know they cook. They've been cooking for 6 months, and there's a day to cook, and they still like, how you ain't got no sugar? You know you was making red Kool-Aid. How you ain't got no sugar? You knew you was making that. What you mean? What you talking about? You ain't got no mayonnaise. You making potato salad. How you ain't got no mayonnaise? You knew what? You ain't got no chicken. Now we just done. Everybody's leaving now. We gone. We out because you ain't got what we supposed to have. And so the reality of it is we come together as family, and everybody start running to the store. Maybe y'all ain't never had no family function like that, but I'm talking about a function where everybody get there, but everybody got to leave so they can divide and get everything that we need so we can come back together, because family says, I see what's missing, and I'm going to make up, and I'm going to get it together so that we, at the end of the day, we're going to have a good time. Because the wonderful thing about that, even though everybody had to go get stuff, by the end of the day, it was so good. It was so good. Matter of fact, I don't even remember how we had to go get stuff. The chicken was good. The movie was good. The conversation was good. We was joning on somebody. It was a good time. We was cracking jokes on people. We talking about Uncle Bobo's shoes because they were turning over like they had no sense. At the end of the day, we had a good time because at the end of the day, we came together as family and we realized that we had a part to play. Necessary part to play. And can I tell you that churches begin to change and begin to grow because somebody says, I'm a necessary part. I'm a part. I'm not just somebody attending, but I am a member of the family. It means we are different, but we still work together. Family means we're different, but we still work together. How many like emos? We different. Right there, different. How many like Papa John's? All right, cool. How many like Pizza Hut? All right. How many people like Chinese food? How many people like sushi? How many people like chitlins? And how many people like pickled pig feet? How many like beef sticks? You know what beef stick is? Beef jerky? Everything I call a different group of people raise their hands. Some people raise things in multiple situations, but at the end of the day, we all have different appetites. We're all different things that we like. Some of us like baked stuff, some of us like fried stuff, some of us on a keto diet, some of us on a seafood diet, seafood, and we eat it. At the end of the day, we all working together, and we're all different, but we're all part of it. We work together even though we are different. No matter where I come from, no matter how I was raised, no matter, and we talked about last week about different types of family, no matter what kind of family I came from naturally, I'm part of a church family. Being part of family means everything we say and do, catch this, is based on a biblical foundation of love. Biblical foundation of love. Because at the end of the day, I'm coming to be part of something that makes me better. So here it is now. I'm gonna come back to the preachment, if you will. But can I just talk for a moment? The reality of it is that sometimes we miss out on the benefit of church because we neglect the part of family. Because we want to hear, make sure all the songs are sung, or we want to see how many ushers are going to usher today, are there any deacons, who's wearing what, and we miss out on the part of family. I'm going to mess you all up. If we came to church and all we did was worship a little bit and we sit and congregate together and had some time, that would be good church according to the Bible. Because they got together in houses and they ate and they sat around and they talked about the goodness of God and they talked about the favor of God. They may have shared the scripture and that according to the Bible was good worship, a good church. It was based on the fact that people came together and said, I just want to be able to pray with you and be here and support you. I want to hear your good news so I can celebrate, but at the same time, because I'm family, I may tell you some of my bad news. And but when you hear my bad news, you say, well, come on, let's pray about that. When you hear my bad news, you don't talk about me. You start now encouraging me, say, I know that's rough right now. And especially if God has brought you through that bad news they're going through right now. Do you understand the Bible says that men overcome by the word of the testimony? I'm going to give you one of the biggest responsibilities you have as being a part of any church family anywhere in the world. When you hear what somebody is going through and you yourself have been through what they are going through, you have a spiritual, moral, and emotional responsibility to let them know you can make it. If they tell you, if you got a friend of you that is struggling through divorce and you have struggled through divorce but made it and now you turned around, you have an obligation to say, I know it's hard, I know you weren't planning on going to divorce, I know you didn't get married to get divorced, but right now you're here and I'm here to let you know you can make it, because I was there 15 years ago, I was there 5 years ago and I was able to get there. If you got fired from a job and you know that you got fired from a job and it affected you so bad where you stayed home, ain't want to go nowhere, you were embarrassed, and your sister or your brother tells you they got fired from their job and they're feeling broke down and embarrassed, it is your responsibility to speak to them. Listen, I lost a job. I didn't went to work. I wasn't expecting to get fired, but I got fired. But the reality of it is, it broke me. It surprised me. It broke me down to my core. But now here I am 5 years later. I got a better job. I'm doing better in life because God has been a keeper. Because the reality of it is, when you are going through your hardest season, that is the hardest time for you to trust that God is still with you. And I need somebody who will remind me in my hardest season that God is still with you, because he was there for me. I know better than you, so if God was there for me, baby, he can be there for you. Is there anybody in the house that I come to encourage my family today? You can make it. Just keep on going. God's got you. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and God delivered me, and if he can deliver me, he can deliver you. This is how we do it. This is how we encourage people. This is how we push people. This is how we strengthen them, because somebody has to understand it ain't just me. It ain't just me. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one going. I'm not the only one with pain in my body. I'm not the only one dealing with debt. I'm not the only one dealing with situation. I'm not the only one. There's somebody else who is dealing with the same thing. And so being part of family means everything we say and do is based on a biblical foundation of love. And so here it is. When we are part of family, those that keep it knows, write this down. Say, we can't miss moments. The other day, our family, it's crazy, our family, we have a Snapchat family group. And I think it's smart that it's Snapchat because everything deletes. So we can fuss at each other, but it'll delete, and we forgot what we were fussing at each other for. That's the good thing about that. I don't know if we did that on purpose, but it is. But the other day, my sister-in-law, somebody popped up and said it was her birthday. I had no idea it was her birthday. But you know what I did? Happy birthday, Reagan. She ain't know I forgot, but I totally forgot. And if I had missed that moment, I would have let her down as her brother-in-law. Families help you not miss moments. As a family, we should not miss moments. We should not miss moments. What do you mean, Pastor? That when we're family, we come together for celebrations. We come together for hard times. We come together for what's happening in life. We don't miss moments. And sometimes, can I just be transparent here for a moment as a pastor? And we may have seen it. If you haven't, it was a week ago, Pastor Jared Wilson out of California. He was a mental health advocate, and he was a pastor, and he committed, and he took his own life on Monday. He committed suicide on Monday. And the crazy thing is that he was an advocate against mental health issues and depression, but yet succumb to the same thing he was an advocate against. And so what happened, then people, so every time something like this happens, and unfortunately it happens more than it should, definitely, every time it happens, people begin to have the conversation. And one of the conversations, people begin, and they call themselves defending us as pastors, and they talk about the fact that pastors carry a lot of weight, and pastors be there and pray for your pastor, care for your pastor, and that is very, very true. But here is the thing that God helped me with, and I mean, when he helped me with this thing, it blessed me. Part of the reason why pastors carry so much, and part of the reasons why people have to say you should pray for your pastor and your pastor has so much stress is because we as pastors have allowed you to make us that way. Y'all should have shouted when they were singing and dancing. Here's my transparent moment, that as a pastor, a lot of times we'll take on stuff and we don't even let everybody know that we're taking on it. And the reality of it, we are left to do it by ourselves and struggle through it by ourselves. When in actuality, if we're family, we should be able to share some of these things that somebody help us with. So I'm going to give a good example. It just happened. Brother Chris lost his grandmother, and yesterday was the funeral service, and he went there. It was a couple of us that were there, but I shared that in an email blast. I shared it in service, and so and all pastors, we are customary to when someone lets us know someone passed, we might tell like one or two people. We don't tell everybody. But that is disservice to you as a church, because that gives you a moment to now love on your brother that you would not have if I, as a pastor, kept it to myself. Not only is it not healthy for me because I don't necessarily have the mental capacity or the time to take care of it, but it makes us miss a moment as a church. So therefore, when we as a church, if somebody has a death in their family, or someone has a birthday in their family, or someone has good news in their family, the whole church should know about it. Now, what you do with the information is entirely up to you. But can I say, because I believe I want to remain healthy, not get to a place where I am overconsumed, I can't carry anything. Is the way we do is we put it all together and make it work. Somebody say we can't miss moments. Families, we work together. And so the Bible teaches us here in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, and I'm wrapping up right here. I got one thing to do, and I need a chair. I'm gonna take this one right here. Hey, Aaliyah, come here, Aaliyah. Come here. How you doing? Hey, did y'all enjoy Aaliyah today? She was worship leading today in Florida. You did a great job. She is growing as a worship leader. She is growing as a worship leader. Come on, clap your hands for her again. She is learning. Okay. All right, this is what we need. This is what I need you to do. All right, I need you to pick me up in a chair. Yeah. I want you to do that. Yeah. Whoa. Don't dump me. Don't. No, well, that's not what I asked you to do. All right, stay right there. All right. Romeo, remember, you play that guitar real good, man. You play that guitar. Yeah, that was great. Okay. All right, come here, Romeo. You stand on. Romeo. All right, come here. Huh? I don't care. Whatever's gonna make it work for you. I need you to as you lift me up and can't get a good grip. Okay, stop. Just stay right there, guitar boy. Just stay right there. Joseph, come here, Samson. Come on, clap your hands for Joseph. He's back there playing keyboard. All right, you got them nice church shoes on today too. Amen. They are made for lifting. Come on. Smooth out of the way. All right, come on. All right, I need you to lift me. No, you listen to the instructions. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, Joseph, as you lift me. Y'all determined to dump me in the floor. This is why pastors need prayer, because members and the youngest try to dump you in the floor. Justin Finley, come here, man. Justin is learning how to play drums, y'all. Y'all hear him in a little bit. He playing drums. You got your swag going. Come on, son. Come on, man. Little spoiled self. All right, listen. I need you to lift me up, man. know what? You're making me nervous. For real, bro. I'm like, hey, all right. Come here. Justin, stand right here. Joseph, stand right here. Romeo, Leah. All right, everybody grab a leg. On the count of 3, I want y'all to lift me. 1, 2, 3. All right, put me down. I got faith, but I ain't crazy. Come on, clap your hands for them. That's how church family works. By ourselves, we can't do it. It's life is heavy. You're dealing with some heavy stuff in your life. You're dealing with some heavy stuff at home. You're dealing with some heavy stuff you ain't never told anybody about. And you're trying to lift it. And the most you can do is tip it. Maybe move it a little bit. But the thing about tipping it is, it comes right back to where you had that before. Anybody tired of stuff not moving? And maybe if I had a little bit more faith, I would have had him walk me around a little bit. But there was a lot of shaking going on. And I felt in my spirit, I should get them to put me down. But the reality is, they were able to lift what they could not lift just a few seconds ago by themselves. But together, they just showed us the power of what our church family does for us. I've got some burdens. I got some things in my mind that make me cry, and I hold to myself. I don't tell nobody. As a matter of fact, it's so heavy that it even makes me act out of character. I got some things that make me act out of character. I do stuff that I would not ordinarily do, but this is so heavy. I'm just trying to find a way to lift it. I'm trying to find a way to feel better, so I do and I say stuff I wouldn't ordinarily say and do in a normal circumstance. I find myself turning to stuff I wouldn't ordinarily turn to. I find myself turning to people I wouldn't ordinarily turn to. I find myself going back to a place I wouldn't ordinarily go back to because it's so heavy. I need somebody to help me. And this becomes a reality where there's got to be a place that knows that God has directed and ordered my steps to a place where I can share at least with somebody. I may not have to share the details, but as a family, if I just say, I'm dealing with something heavy, bro, I'm dealing with something heavy, because can you just help me? I ain't got to know what it is. All you got to know is that I'm carrying something heavy, and I need you to help me lift it. If there are people in this room today, men, women, boys, and girls, who are carrying some heavy stuff today, and today I want to tell you this is how we do it. We come together, and we help you lift it. We help you lift it in prayer, man. We help you lift it. We help you lift it. We are there because that's what we do. We ain't got to be nosy. You ain't got to tell us your business. If you just say, I'm dealing with something heavy, we're going to be right there. We're going to be right there. Tell somebody that's how church family does. That's what church family does. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to read this, and I promise you I'm done. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. And I'm done right here. Play something, Joseph. Play something soft. I'm going to finish up real quick here. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. The Bible says, love is patient. Love is patient. Love says, I don't care if you're going through the same thing again. I love you enough to be right there with you. I don't care if you did make the same mistake. I'm loving you. I don't care if you went back to that one. I'm going to love you. I'm going to ask you what you're doing again. Even when you make the crazy decision, I'm going to go back to that crazy ex. Love says, I'm going to pray for you because you're going to need it. But again, when it's heavy, I do stuff I wouldn't ordinarily do. I turn the stuff I got delivered from my stuff. I turn the people I left and broke up with. I find myself going back because at least in there was some level of comfortability. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. When family love your family, they don't have to brag about it. Because we all want to be good. I want you to be good. I want you to be happy. I want you not to be carrying this all by yourself. Love doesn't boast. It's not proud. It does not dishonor others. Family doesn't dishonor. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Somebody always reminding you of what you did wrong. Who needs that? I do enough reminding of myself what I did wrong. Matter of fact, every time I look in your face, I'm looking at what I did wrong. Every time you call me, I look at what I did wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. Verse 7, and I promise you I'm done. It always protects. Somebody say that. It always protects. Always trusts. Always hopes. This last one. Always perseveres. Love sees you through. Church family sees you through. Always protects. And if I took that illustration a little bit further, I would tell you about the Jewish custom called the Hora. In the Jewish custom of the Hora, they, at a wedding and other celebrations, but mainly at a wedding, they would find chairs. In the Orthodox Jew, the men would all get chairs and there would be a wall called a mitzvah between the men and the women. And the women would be on one side of this wall. This wall it could even just be a cloth. But it'd be something separating the men from the women, and the men would be on one side, and they would have a chair, and they put the groom in the chair. And the women would be on the other side. 4 women would come, and they put the bride in the chair. And this bride and groom who is now married, they just got married earlier that day, because of the mitzvah, they can't see each other. But yet they have a covenant they've just made that they're going to be married to each other. So the friends lift the man. The women friends lift the woman. And now they're able to see each other over the mitzvah. Friends now make a symbolic expression that we won't let anything stand in between you. Then there's one next step that the bride and groom, they will do. Someone will give one of them a handkerchief, and the other will grab the other end of the handkerchief. There's a song playing called Haiva Nagila that is being played while they are up. The mitzvah's in the middle, and there's a handkerchief holding them together, where they have now declared that nothing will stand in between us. And even if there is a wall between us, it won't stop us from touching each other. And while the music is going and their friends are holding them up, and they will never let go of the handkerchief, declaring to each other, no matter what gets in our way, no matter what kind of wall is there, I will always hold on to you. And this is how we do family. This is how we do. It don't matter what comes between us, we're going to hold on to you. I may not understand what you're doing, but I'm going to hold on to you. I may not agree with your life, but I'm going to hold on to you. Because this is how God says it always protects, it always perseveres. And sometimes I just need somebody that's going to hold on to me. So here it is. Last thing. We're going to go. Everybody stand all over the room. All over the room. All over the room. All over the room. You in the room today, you got something heavy. I don't need to know what it is. Don't nobody in the room need to know what it is. But you in the room today and you got something heavy that you carrying by yourself. I need you to make it to this altar right now. I need you to make it to this altar right now. You're in this room. I want you to make it to this altar right now. You're carrying something heavy that you ain't told nobody about. It breaks you down. It makes you feel like less than. You are carrying something heavy. You are carrying something heavy all by yourself. Come on. Yeah, come. No one knows. No one has asked. No one. I haven't told anyone. As a matter of fact, I can't even put the words together to tell anyone. I can't even put the words together to tell anyone. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. Now, so everybody that's here today, whether you're part of Rock City or not, today you are part of our church family. If you're not part, you're honorary part of the family today. So now I need the rest of the family. I need the rest of the family to come and stand behind these family members. I need the rest of the family to come. You ain't got to know them. I need you to stand behind them. Matter of fact, you can stand around them. Matter of fact, just circle them. Just circle them. Just get in front of them. Get beside them. Get in front of them. Get behind them. Just come on. Surround these at the altar. Come on. Somebody come up here. Let's get some family members up here. Get some family members up here. Somebody come up to the front. Come on. Everybody's part of the family. Just come on up. Just come on up. Just come on up. Just come on up. That's right. Surround them. Surround them. Surround them. Surround them. Surround them. Because they got some stuff that's heavy. They stand in front of your family. They say, I got some stuff that's heavy. They stand in front of your family. They say, I got some stuff that's heavy. And I want you to do, and you ain't got to lay no hands and nothing like that. I just want you to pray for them. I just want you to pray for them. They got something heavy. And you know that there's a God that can handle it. Come on, pray for them.